Ooh, spooky, scary. Oh my God. Ooh,
so scary.
Fucking scary, dude.
So spooky.
Episode 20. The Halloween special. Right here, live on Twitch or not live on YouTube with me, Futureman, MadDawgMike,
it's your boy.
and the Pizza Dude. The zombie Pizza Dude.
Yeah.
We need spooky names.
Smells
I will
like
be
old anchovies.
a ghost, Futureman. Woo!
And I'm just
you're
me because I'm scary.
MadDawgMike,
Yeah.
the werewolf man.
The WereDawgMike.
Yeah, the WereDawgMike. Woo! Let's go ahead and get right into it. What is your number one pick for best scary horror movie? Who wants to start?
I like the original Halloween. That's my favorite.
Pizza Dude?
Yeah.
Yeah, straight up original Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah. Original Halloween.
The original.
OG. It's so good.
Yep.
I love it.
Do you remember the first time seeing it? Do you remember
God, I was
watching
young.
it? You just were so young, it's just always
Yeah.
ingrained.
Yeah. There you go.
Man,
Were you scared?
Not really. Scary movies don't really scare me.
he wasn't convinced by the Inside Out Captain Kirk mask.
Yeah.
He wasn't,
Yeah, I
he
will
wasn't
say
fazed.
it does have that iconic soundtrack
Yeah.
that I think takes
It's
it to
just-
the next level. That
Yeah.
really,
Just good suspense.
yeah. Well, have you seen the new one?
Not the last two new ones. I haven't seen.
Not the
yet.
last two new ones.
I haven't seen the newest one yet. Halloween
It-
Ends or whatever.
Yeah, that's a good pick. Can't go wrong with that.
That's hard to answer. I mean, I grew up watching scary movies, and there's so many, like, I think for me, all the best ones were like the old school ones. Like, I remember watching with my aunt, like, the original Vincent Price House on Haunted Hill, which was like solid, Night of the Living Dead, George A. Romero.
Ooh, so you're talking like
You
these are black and white classics, right?
Yeah, but then they had, like, the Liam Neeson House on Haunted Hill with Catherine Zeta-Jones, I think, was in it too.
Yeah.
Wait, and Owen Wilson, that one?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I remember that one being pretty spooky.
And like like Pet Cemetery or The Blob, Birds. Dude, like, there's so many good ones. I think if I had to pick one, ironically, I'm gonna bring it up a little closer.
Yeah.
Would be probably House of a Thousand Corpses, Rob Zombie.
Ooh.
That was a really
haven't seen
solid like that. Like, I don't get squeamish, but I think that was the first one where, like, I almost got there.
Pretty gory.
Yeah, like the whole thing with like as I got older, it wasn't that bad. But I remember when I first saw it, it had only been out for a little while on DVD, I think.
Yeah.
And I was over at my buddy's house. We had the lights cut off. We were eating popcorn, and I don't know what it was, but I distinctly remember, like,
Being scared.
holy crap, this is terrifying.
Yeah.
But now, Rob Zombie movies, they're absolutely terrifying, but I don't care. Like, one of my favorite ones of his that I watched is called 42 that he has out, and it's like a bunch of people trapped inside this factory, and these rich people
Yes.
are like, oh yeah, if you survive all of our murderers, then we'll let you free and whatever. And like the first murderer they run into is a little person Mexican Nazi.
Whoa.
Oh, it's called 31.
Oh, 31. Sorry. Where did I get what did I say? 42?
Well, 42 Ronin.
Maybe that's what it was.
42
Sorry.
Ronin.
Or is that 47?
31. Sorry, my bad, y'all.
all
I'm
good.
screwing up all my stuff here. Human
There's
Centipede.
lots of movies with numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
42 is the answer to life, so
That's probably what I was thinking of
from
Hitchhikers. But Human Centipede, I think, would be a horror movie. That's horror movie.
God.
Oh, God, the second one. Oh, have you ever seen the second one?
No.
The dude that freaking faps with the sandpaper?
I refuse to watch.
Whoa.
I refuse to watch.
You haven't seen... Oh,
I'm
dude.
not watching those. Oh, my
Dude, it's
God.
so bad. Like, the second Human Centipede is, like, leaps and bounds worse than the first one. Because, like, this dude legit takes sandpaper,
No!
wraps it on his dong,
No!
and goes to town, my guy.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's bad, dude. It's bad.
That's...
The second...
Imagine that's your acting credit. Who are you? I'm
Fapper.
sandpaper.
I'm the sandpaper
masturbator guy.
Oh, my God.
I mean,
Speaking of horror movies, now that I'm thinking about it, the original Jigsaw from the original Saw movies,
yes,
he's coming back to play Jigsaw again.
Yeah.
Oh, they're rebooting it.
I don't know if they're rebooting it.
Isn't he
They
like
didn't
really
say.
old?
Oh yeah, he's old, but they didn't say what he was doing. But I read the article that it was confirmed that he's coming back as Jigsaw. So I don't know what they're doing,
dude.
but
okay,
I'm excited.
I don't know. Those movies I feel like went downhill fast.
They did.
I loved the first one,
Yeah.
and then I think I saw maybe 4 in the theaters, and was just
I think it lost after 3.
Yeah, I think 3 was my favorite.
Okay, so maybe check out 3.
Yeah,
I might like
3 was like really good. I think. Oh man, which one had Chester in it from Linkin Park, the lead singer of Linkin Park?
Yeah, he was stuck to the seat.
Yeah, he was like super glued to the car seat.
I don't remember.
He was in that movie.
Yeah,
it was
he was
3
in
or
Saw.
4. Yeah.
What?
Yeah, that he was like glued to the seat, and he had to get himself off before something
Like a
happened.
bomb went off or something like that in a
Yeah.
car,
And
right?
it ended up ripping his all of his back.
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude.
Hey man, we're talking
Well-
spoopy movies, bro.
Those aren't good. Those are just in your face, over the top bullshit.
Saw
man.
3D is the one with Chester.
That's just shock value. There's no substance there.
It's a good story.
I mean, that's what people like nowadays, man. It's not like back in the day when, you could bury a pet in a cemetery and it comes back evil. Like,
Listen,
it just comes back not
here's
right.
my pick, all right?
What's your pick?
Alien. All right?
Alien,
like
solid.
Alien.
Yeah, I
Alien
want to be shocked by that,
has
but
got a nice slow burn to it. Imagine not knowing anything. It's the perfect killing machine.
Yep.
They're stuck on the ship. They don't know what it is. It's like it starts off as this mission to another planet, which is already kind of crazy. They're so far away from home. Oh, no. They have to answer a distress call.
Yeah.
That's right. They answer the distress call.
yeah. Well, on the Nostromo.
That's right. And then, I mean, the chest burster scene is so intense, so crazy. I like that they're all just regular people. And the fact that Ripley goes so badass in that movie.
Dude, she's definitely like top tier, like number one,
Top
most
character.
badass heroine
Oh, man.
out of that stuff. Man.
The practical effects of the sets and the old CRTs and the steam and the smoke and
It's just a good sci-fi movie.
You know what was
Yeah,
another
just
good
fantastic.
one? Since we're talking about chest bursters, I'm actually going to bring us to the other end. Dreamcatcher. Did you ever watch
No,
that?
I don't know that.
With the alien that burst out your rear end?
Oh my God, dude!
Did y'all not see
What
that?
the fuck? No, man.
It sounds familiar.
It's a Stephen King movie. I'm pretty sure it's a Stephen King movie, but this group of kids rescue this special needs kid from bullies, and he becomes their best friend.
Yeah.
Turns out you're gonna have to watch the movie to find out. But yes,
Yeah.
there's like these aliens that like infect these people, I guess, and it burst out of their ass.
I mean, that is objectively, worse. I would prefer.
Like, would you
my
rather it
chest
come out of your
over
chest
my-
or come out of your rear end? Like, are we
know,
talking heartburn or
I
diarrhea?
have some.
Could
pretty
you
bad
solve
poop
this with
sometimes.
Pepto? Like,
I
what's
might
the
be able to
deal?
survive.
Oh my god, man. Yeah, what's that called again?
Dreamcatcher.
It's that name doesn't.
It's got,
it catches you kind of off guard. It sounds.
Jason Lee, is that his name? My name is Earl.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think that's his name.
Is it Dennis or not Dennis? Dan in Alvin and the Chipmunks, or Brody for those of us who are into good movies,
Yeah.
Mallrats and whatnot.
Yeah,
Jason Lee, I think is his name.
that sounds right.
He's in it.
Yeah, let's bring the lights up here. Actually,
There's a couple of really good actors in that movie. Actually, I think Timothy Olymphiet is in it too.
I never know how to say his name. Is he the Hitman guy? Timothy Olyphant?
Yeah, he was in Justified. Or
Olyphant?
yeah,
Flant?
yeah.
The Hitman. We got PizzaDude fact checking our.
Donnie Wahlberg, Thomas Jane, Morgan Freeman,
Oh yeah, yep. Morgan Freeman.
Damian
That's it.
Lewis,
That's it.
Yeah, I remember him.
Timothy Oliphant,
Oliphant.
Jason Lee,
Jason.
There
Lee?
it
Yeah.
is, Jason Lee.
Tom Sizemore.
All right.
You want me to name the whole cast?
No.
I'll just keep
I
going.
think we've got it. Yeah, name every person
I'll go all
on the
extra
entire
all the
credit
way.
list, please. Let's go through it.
But it was a cute. It was like at certain points, it was like a really cute movie because like the special needs kid Duddits was his name, was like super into Scooby Doo, so that was like his Scooby gang.
That's who Donnie
Oh,
Wahlberg was.
And
Nice.
yeah, he plays the older version of Duddits. Like they have flashbacks throughout
Oh.
it.
Yeah, I don't think I like the over the top
Gore.
gore crazy movies. I do like it if it's silly, I think, or if it's not done in more of like a glorifying it almost. I don't know. It makes me. It's crazy because I'll like play a game like Doom and I'll be chainsawing beasts and like, yeah.
I mean,
let's
whoa,
fucking
wait.
go.
To that.
Yeah.
What about the movie Doom with The Rock,
That was
Carl Urban?
terrible.
Tell me that
I've
was
seen it
terrible.
one
that
time.
had the greatest first-person scene ever in the history of film.
Dude, even at 14, I was like, this fucking sucks, man. I remember being so let down by that.
It was.
I was literally the perfect
And they
age to be
went
like,
to make a
"Dude, this
second
is
one."
cool.
They went to make a second
I remember
one.
being so psyched because the trailer showed that first person. I was
Yeah.
like, this is going to be it. A fucking video game in a movie style. Like, let's go.
It was.
And then
Oh, man.
And then it was
I think it was just kind of corny, right?
Yeah, it was corny.
It was just
100%.
pretty corny. Maybe going back to it, have a different frame of mind going into it. Maybe there'd be some more
I don't know. I
fun.
thought Carl Urban was. I really liked his character, and I really liked The Rock's character in it. I think those two had like really solid characters, but there was so much more to that movie that like took away from it.
Yeah.
So
I think
I
they'll
don't know.
probably come out with another Doom movie eventually and try that one
they
again.
did.
Dude, I almost
on
feel like if they
Netflix.
did The Rock now, he's like actually leveled up his Hulkness.
Yeah.
Because he was like a jacked dude, but now he's
jacked.
like
friggin' ripped.
super.
It's like, yo, watch out, y'all. Someone give me
massive.
some tape because my muscles
Yeah.
are ripped.
Yeah, I almost feel like. Well, speaking of The Rock, have you guys seen his new movie?
No, I haven't seen Black Adam yet.
Okay.
We can't talk about it because
All right.
I've already gotten like a huge spoiler from it, and I'm very sad.
Well, that's a bummer.
the whole internet.
That sucks.
If that's what I think it is.
Yeah.
Oh, that The Rock actually isn't even in it.
Yeah. He's there for like 0.5
He just was like
seconds
promoing
entirely.
it, and then he's not even in it.
Yeah. Actually, you start to watch the movie. It's Dave Chappelle as Black Adam.
Dude.
Haha, baited.
Dave Chappelle got pretty ripped too.
Yeah, he
Yeah, he
did.
did.
You know, he went like from he was like me, like super thin to, I mean, he kind
Gotcha,
of
bitch.
disappeared. Gotcha, bitch. Big muscles, bitch. But yeah, I wanted to ask you, of course, what games have you been playing and enjoying? Oh, also, dude, hold on. we've got this just sitting here.
Oh yeah, I brought you a present. Happy belated birthday.
Look at this.
Look at it.
It took
Just
me
look
long
at
enough.
Wait, your
What?
Halloween,
I'm like,
your Halloween costume.
yeah.
Hold that.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, right. Ready?
Tis a gift.
Yeah.
Tis a gift.
Look at this. Oh my god. Unwrap.
Yeah. That was. I worked real hard for
It's
it.
an Xbox, baby.
There we go.
But yeah, a buddy of mine had a bunch of those in his basement. Didn't know if it worked or not. He asked if I wanted it, so I took it. I bought a new power plug and video cables. Flipped it on. It works. Just it's got the disk drive needs a little help. I think the belt on it is a little.
I'll have my engineer
But,
take a look at it.
You said you wanted to mod one up like some of your other consoles, so figure what the hell. That's my contribution.
The RetroLab, one step closer to full video game
The
encapsulation.
singularity.
Mike, you son of a bitch.
Can't say I'm not thinking about you, man.
Woo! How nice is that?
We even got that. I even found a third-party S
Yeah.
controller. I was pretty stoked about that.
Here we go. Bringing in Pizza Dude.
I was a little worried, like I was gonna get a crappy Mad Catz one, but
This looks like the controller S with the black and white buttons down here. I kind of like the black and white buttons. I don't know why they really got rid of them. I guess like you could accidentally.
I just don't
Hit
think there
'em
was
here?
a lot of games that utilized them well.
I don't really remember, so we'll have to revisit.
Yeah.
When we revisit, we can pay attention.
Dude,
we can pay
like
closer
the
attention
list
to that.
of games that came to mind, like when this thing is up and ready, of course, right
Yeah.
out of the gate, we've talked about it a million times. Jet Set Radio Future.
Oh,
It's got to be one of the first games we play.
yes.
But then like Dark
this,
Watch
like
and
that, like this,
so
like
many
that.
just
Ooh.
amazing games that came out
The
on
concept
Xbox.
of love.
Do, 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 do,
Oh,
do,
man.
do, do, do.
Dude, I'm
Yeah.
so psyched. Thank you.
No
That is so
problem,
very
no
nice of
problem,
you. And yeah, we're one step closer to continuing to take it to the next level in terms of having everything integrated in here. That's so cool. Also, Fusion Frenzy. Did you guys play that at all?
No.
I have no idea what that
No!
is. I have no idea.
It was like on the first Xbox Magazine demo disc. It was their Mario Party.
Really?
Yes.
I never played the Xbox till recently.
It's kind of a deep cut, but if you know, you know.
I've never
I
even
remember
seen
being
that.
so psyched about it and thinking that everybody at school would be so psyched and we'd all be going crazy for it. And then none of my friends like really gave a shit. We played it a little bit and I was like, you guys, isn't this so fucking fun? And nobody really. Okay,
so
Dives in the
good.
chat knows Malastrome. Some of you guys know. Aggro, Nick the Mailman in the chat. Okay. All right.
It looks like rollerball.
Dude, there's a bunch of different really fun game modes. Hit that image to the left. Right there. That one was great. Okay, so you're like it slowly has you running up and you see there's like water behind you and you have to either jump or duck. That's it. But it
It's got a
starts
little
getting
duck
faster
icon.
and
Okay.
faster and faster and faster and faster and you're like jump, duck, jump, duck, jump. It's crazy. It's
I mean,
so
it looks
fun.
fun.
Dude.
We'll have to try that out.
We're
Put it
going
on
to
the
play
list.
that in here because that's a local
dance
multiplayer must play. And then, of course, we're going to 1v1 Blood Gulch, Original
hell yeah.
Halo, 1v1.
We're gonna crank up the
1v1
gravity.
1v1,
golf
capture the
clubs
flag.
only.
Just makes no sense. 1v1 me, capture the flag on Blood Gulch, rockets only.
Oh man, grav hammers only.
Yeah.
Because you crank up.
There
up
aren't
your
grav
speed.
hammers in the original.
Wasn't there
Were
a
there
grav hammer in the original?
in the original? I thought that was the second one.
Maybe it's the second one I'm
But
thinking.
they're kind of blending together for me
because
too.
I remember one of my most favorite things is we would crank up the gravity,
Mhm.
crank up our speed, and then only have the grav hammer.
Ooh.
And like you jump stupid high, and you'd end up like halfway across the map, but you try to hit each other in midair.
So good.
Just amazing little custom games we
Dude,
played.
the
Just 'cause we
custom
were
games
bored.
were some of the best.
Yeah.
How great is the Forge mode in Halo Infinite, by the way, dude?
Oh yeah, like it's so
wait,
good.
wait a second.
not there.
What?
What?
We'll get to that later.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about that. Because there is news on that. There is news
Yes.
on that.
What you
It's
guys
coming
been
out in
playing?
10 years. Woo! Yeah!
Oh man, so happy.
What have you guys been playing?
Don't we have the applause?
Bring up the applause.
Yeah, hit the
There we go.
applause and then cut it.
Slow fade out.
Fades out right away. Yeah. So, okay, thank you for the Xbox. So freaking cool, because I was also just on last week. Were we talking about it here, or was I talking about it on stream? I can't remember. There's like a really new, just launched mod for the Xbox, which I've got a bunch of these consoles modded out. And that just gives you a lot of extra tools. It's like a fully digital-to-digital signal with all sorts of cool options and like a custom
Got
operating
like the
system.
HDMI upscalers and
Oh,
everything
yeah,
like that.
baby.
Yep.
So, perfect timing on that. I've already got the Xbox 360 over at my my modder engineer's house. We got the PlayStation 3 over there, the Nintendo Wii U. So, he's got kind of a lot to work on, and it's kind of slowly... He's taking his time. It's a lot to work on, but
Hey,
it's
as
getting
long
there.
Hey, take all the time you need.
We're getting
Hoss.
there, baby. So that's so cool. I'm so psyched about that. So many good memories on the Xbox, baby. What have you been playing, my man? What did you play? What'd you get into this past week?
This past weekend, we had Laclede's LAN this weekend. I did a St. Louis community meetup thing there. Streamed a little bit of stuff. A really, really cool event. Huge charity LAN party that they did.
Yeah. Nice.
Saturday, with Resident Evil 4's remake stuff, I had to go back because I got that itch and I needed to scratch it. And the issue with Resident Evil 4 for me is it has like such a special place in my heart. Like, I had to go through it. So I was playing a little bit of Resident Evil 4, got a little bit away in it, but at the same time, this new game SCORN was just in the back of my mind, and I needed to play it. So I downloaded it, and I started.
Hold on. Let's go one at a time.
At a time.
Let's talk about. We can just jump to Resident Evil 4's like gameplay. As long as you played it, let's just jump to that.
So here's the thing.
Because I watched the trailer yesterday.
Yeah,
the gameplay trailer.
They showed a little bit of the gameplay, and I'm in a weird spot with it because I'm like not super excited, and I'm not super disappointed because I'm not too thrilled with some of the character models, like Luis. In the original Resident Evil 4, he seemed like this really suave, smooth, kind of like Gomez kind of thing going on.
Yeah.
And in this remake, he just looks like a creeper. Like
So you mean not the actual, like graphics, or you're saying more just the design of the character?
Yeah, like the character model, like the new vibe of the remake Luis.
I thought visually it looked fantastic, but I can understand.
I mean, visually, yeah, the remake looks amazing.
Okay,
like,
you're saying the design choice in particular from somebody who loved Resident Evil 4.
Yeah,
you thought they
Leon's just a carbon copy of Resident Evil 2.
Okay,
remake. So Leon wasn't going to change it, and Ada as well. Another character that shows up in 2 that happens to show up in 4.
Yes.
Ashley, I was okay with Ashley. I'm glad that, you know, they kind of, I don't want to say like she was super sexualized in the original 4th one, but I like what they did with her. I'm not happy with.
Cut to like the original 4th one, and she's got like huge
she was equipped.
Like, I've never played it, so like, dude, I'm imagining you're like, she wasn't like overly sexualized or anything.
This line in the original 4th one will help you. She was equipped with ballistics.
Oh, that's
Those
right.
of
You were
y'all that
mentioning
played
that.
knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah. No, you said that last week.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right. Okay.
Because Luis, he's like this smooth Spanish guy that you meet while you're playing the game, and he meets Ashley for the first time. He's like, "Ooh, the president's daughter is equipped with ballistics."
Dude, I'll be scrolling on TikTok, and there will be these cutscenes from Resident Evil or Final Fantasy Remake with like basically bikini,
They're mods.
big titty,
yeah, they're
like
mods.
bouncy. Yeah. Well, I know they're mods. Okay, I know.
Well, you never know with like Final
How
Fantasy.
did I not get that skin, dude? That's the deluxe.
Right.
Yeah, that's you had to pre-order that.
Extra horny, thirsty gamer skin edition.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
we know what Futureman likes on TikTok though, because of the algorithm.
Dude.
Dude, the algorithm knows.
Yo, of course it knows. Yeah, man.
Hell yeah, show more.
I'm like, what is this? I'd better just look at the comments.
But
I better like it and save it for later. Yeah, no, it's definitely I get like PC computer stuff on TikTok. I get like streamers and streaming stuff because I guess it's like that's kind of what I post on there.
Yeah.
And then there's all the thirst trap stuff that just obviously.
That you've liked. Yeah.
No, I don't like any of it. But it
shame
knows anyways. I think it knows anyways that I'm like,
linger a
knows,
little
man.
too long.
I'm like, well, I'm
But,
already here.
like-
I'm already here. You know what I'm saying?
And see, this video that they got playing right here is like the opening for Resident Evil 4. And this is why I wanted to play the old one, because I wanted to play through this in the original fourth one. So from what I'm seeing,
This looks crazy. It looks like
dude,
chaotic
this whole beginning
and,
part
and
is
insane.
absolutely nuts. I didn't know you could set the cow
my
on fire.
Holy
The
shit.
cow.
I don't think you can do that in the original, but
Dude.
see, and this is why I say like I'm excited, but I'm not too excited because a lot of this scene looks like they copy and pasted from the original, which makes me happy because it's basically what I want. I don't want them to change anything, just make the graphics better.
The chainsaw guys.
Yeah, the chainsaw guy's freaking terrifying.
Yeah, your preference is to more of just a visual
Yeah.
uphaul or upscaling and overall performance upgrade. I like what they did with Resident Evil 2 remake. Obviously though, Resident Evil 2 is a very different game than Resident Evil 4 in terms of how they play.
Yeah,
and so
I mean, compared to the original, yeah.
And so this game, well, you tell me, does Resident Evil 4 originally have like tank controls and stuff, or is it
a little bit, yes.
Okay.
Like it did, but it was still over the shoulder. So you could do forward, back, and then you would turn your whole body left and right.
Interesting. I bet you can have a control scheme that allows you to
Yeah, there
control
probably
the same
is.
way.
That's how I played
They might
it.
even have the alternative
I like how he blocks
designs and
everything.
costumes. They seem to really like the blocks. Yeah, the blocks seem pretty intense.
Yeah, because you can't block the chainsaw in the original game. I thought that was awesome.
He blocks it with his handgun.
That's so it looks so crazy and over the top.
Yeah.
Which, I guess is that what 4 is about? It's just kind of a little bit crazier.
It was
was hectic.
crazy.
I mean, there were so many enemies. It was insane.
Oh yeah, no, that whole beginning part in the original Resident Evil 4 is that just gets your heart going.
Yeah.
Because it almost feels like this endless wave of enemies. Plus, you have the chainsaw guy chasing you around, and that SOB just won't die.
Yeah, he takes so many hits.
Dude.
It was nuts.
Cool.
But watching the trailer and then playing the original game, the only thing that I'm hoping, like I'm already not too thrilled with some of the character models. Some of them are improvements. Some of them, like Luis and Salazar, another antagonist you meet in the game.
Yeah.
I wasn't too thrilled with how those two looked as far as like you didn't need to change Salazar from the original game. That dude just had the creepy factor cranked to 11.
Sure.
And I feel like they put a powdered wig on him and it's like, no, just stop.
Yeah, it's a fine line that these developers have to walk between what they change and what they keep the same. And that's not just true for like these remakes,
Yeah.
but also when it comes to sequels to games too. And so
And
it's like if you don't change anything, then everybody's like, what are we doing? Just upgrading the graphics. And that's a criticism. And then there's the other side of it where it's like if you change too much, then everybody's like,
I just don't
well,
think
what?
anyone's going to be happy.
Yeah,
that's
so-
kind of where it's at.
yeah.
So I try to be fair, but another big thing for me as well is I loved a lot of the script for the original game. A lot of Leon's stuff was like almost cheesy John McClane,
Nice.
like action one-liners. Like there's one point you're playing through this thing, a lot of super intense stuff goes down, and then all of a sudden it stops, and Leon just kind of looks around and he's like, "Where'd everybody go?
Yeah.
Bingo? Like what?"
Yeah,
And I remember first seeing that, and I giggled. Like,
yeah.
it really helped get kind of like set that up down. Like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. Oh, okay, I made it. All right, and then you're gonna kind of level out, and then like 5 seconds later, that intensity is just gonna keep ramping up and down, and
It offsets the horror nicely.
so
A lot of movies do that really well too.
yeah, and so I don't know, man. Like, I don't know how to feel right now. I was impressed
Yeah.
with that trailer, but I'm not gonna get my hopes up on it.
Sure. Totally fair.
I
I'm
just-
excited. I loved Resident Evil 2 remake, and I think this is from the same team that did that. I'm not sure. I don't
I would
know if that could be
imagine.
checked, because then I think they went from working on 2 to working on this, I think. And then there was like another team that worked on 3, I believe, and I felt 3 was a little bit maybe rushed and didn't have the
Yeah.
same level of polish.
Yeah.
Still an enjoyable playthrough for me, but I'm hoping that they bring it with.
I think it's
with this
interesting.
game.
It'll be an interesting view between you and I. As
Yeah.
like me, a Resident Evil OG, and then you that's kind of coming in
Yeah, I
with these
didn't really,
remakes and stuff. I'd be
Sure.
very interested to see how you feel
Just says Capcom.
after you play
just
it.
as Capcom. All right, I think there's
Developed and published.
all right. They've definitely got like different teams,
yeah.
but that's okay. Capcom, Mr. Capcom, Dave Capcom.
Dave
Yeah.
Capcom.
Okay, Dave Capcom's
The
making it,
Dave
guys. Yeah,
Capcom.
he's busy.
Yeah. That yep.
So yeah, we'll see. That comes out next year.
Early next year, I believe.
Do we have a date on that? Or
March?
I think it's PC and PlayStation 5.
Resident Evil 4 is March 24th of
Yeah.
2023. 4, 5, Windows, and Xbox.
Oh, on everything.
Yep.
Oh, even last gen. Damn.
I'd be curious how PS4 Pro handles that.
Dude, PS4 original. You
God,
know?
it would explode.
I mean, we'll see.
I remember how mine played just playing Red Dead 2 on it. Because
Barely
I had an
hanging in
original
there.
PS4 and it started to crap out, so I upgraded to the Pro.
Yeah. Dude,
And,
I never upgraded, and it was struggling.
I did. I had one of the first gen PS4s.
Dude, I bought one of the PlayStation 4s, like, less than 12 months later, the Pro came out, and I was like, God damn it, dude. God damn. I mean, it's like, it could have been worse, I guess.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm not going to buy a whole other console just for a little bit of an upgrade. And then I remember
4K.
reading about it did make kind of a pretty significant difference on
Oh, yeah.
a bunch of games.
Playing Red Dead 2 on my first gen PS4 compared to the PS4 Pro, like you could pick out every individual hair on the horse's ass
Yeah.
on the PS4 Pro.
Which, of course, that's exactly what you want to be
Yeah,
doing when you're
exactly.
playing. Yeah,
100%.
I had
I
the
also-
white PS4, the Destiny version.
yeah. Ooh. That at least like has a cool look to it.
Yeah, it was white with the white
I
controller.
also like was playing if it was on PlayStation and it was on PC, then I had like a pretty decent rig on my PC, so it was really only
Yeah.
the PlayStation specific games that I
Oh yeah, you can watch the horse's balls shrink in the cold.
Wow.
That's true.
Speaking of that,
That's true.
ironically, that could segue into the other game I played this weekend, SCORN.
Is that feature balls shrinking?
No, there was.
But you're saying close and okay.
There was a joke that was made during my stream that my main character was you're buck naked the whole time, and
wait, hold on. So SCORN just came out.
Yes.
It's a.
Let's. I did send you a VOD, Pizza Dude.
Yeah, I can bring it up.
All right, because it's difficult to explain.
Mm-hmm.
There's my Resident Evil 4.
Resident Evil.
You'll have to skip like way in because I got
Check this
like
out. Actually, go to the chapter in the bottom left,
Bottom left.
all the way, and then click SCORN,
Oh.
and then it'll at least jump you there. And then that's when he
Features.
changed the category. So then if you jump forward, a bit, he'll be dropping.
so it's like this bioorganic stuff going on. Like I don't know how to explain it.
Well, the design aesthetic is very clearly taken from H.R. Geiger, the guy who did all the designs for Alien.
Sure.
Oh,
You
yeah.
you would know, I guess.
Oh,
I'm gonna go with
the
you on this
moment I saw the trailer and the gameplay from this game, it is without a doubt Alien-esque.
Yeah.
And so I just remember a lot of things getting like inserted in things.
Yeah, that happened a lot.
Like things
Pizza
getting
Dude, you can
fisted,
find that in this VOD.
things getting fisted and
Yeah, you're like sticking your hands in every freaking orifice.
That's dude.
Dude,
okay.
it's so bad.
So confirmed. That's
like yeah, because
that's what I've been saying from the moment I saw the gameplay. I was like, dude, there just was a lot of like stuff getting.
Dude, I picked up
fucking
this weapon.
Fucked.
I picked up this weapon that literally its only purpose was to
There you
like.
go. I think you're gonna stick your hand in something.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick my hand in this freaking
There it
thing,
is.
and then I'm gonna get my hidden blade confirmed. SCORN is part of the Assassin's Creed universe. You'll see here in just a second. All right.
Yo.
Oh yeah, cool. Look at that. Ooh, look. Press this. Oh, hidden blade.
Whoa.
You
pretty
use that as
cool.
like a hacking tool. It's weird, but there's like a weapon. I use that loosely. Where all it is it just pops out like this little like this tip. I pop a tip out. I don't
Like a cock gun.
Sure. Yes. It's literally a sex machine.
both of your hands.
Essentially, that is what me and Chat had boiled it down to. Just the tip. I literally had to shove just the tip of that weapon into so many things.
Looks like a pretty minimal UI.
Super minimal.
You playing on Xbox or PC?
PC.
Xbox Game Pass though.
Yes.
Okay.
Got it on Game Pass. This is it's very puzzle heavy.
That's what I heard.
And I like that.
Yeah.
And I think what it is like the environment and how much detail they put into everything really kind of keeps me going. Like,
see, look at that foggy aesthetic,
Yeah.
the lights.
I dropped like 2 hours on this already, just in this bit.
Yeah.
Um,
It certainly looks scary and spooky and intriguing and
yeah, you want
super
to
science fiction-y, and people kept coming in and
You wanna
asking me
move
about
forward?
it.
yeah
and,
move forward like a lot.
and
Like keep going deep in there. Yeah, go about right there. Yeah, there's the gun. That's the poke it gun.
That's sticking your hands in
That's the
stuff again.
face fuck
Yeah.
9000.
Yeah, that's what it is. But I don't fully understand. Like there's no talking in this game, by the way.
Okay.
There is no dialogue.
What's the general idea behind the story?
I have no idea.
You wake up and you are like, I must fuck things. I must
Everything.
Essentially, yes.
I must fist.
You
and I
basically
must
just-
fuck.
Like the beginning of the game, you're crawling, you fall down a hole, you regain consciousness, and that's the beginning of the game. Oh yeah, I'm sticking my hands and shit.
There it is,
Just sticking your fingers in there. Right in there.
dude.
And then the thing fills up with white stuff.
Yeah, look, and then it was. It's
Like the amount of sexual innuendos that could be made on this game.
Oh, it's spraying out.
Well,
Oh, yeah. Wait, no, is this that part? No, it's not that part. It's gonna be, though.
dude, I hope at the end you literally just get a giant
Donger.
strap-on
Like, I
dick
don't-
weapon.
I don't
and
want
it
to
just they like don't even
hide it.
hide
anymore.
it.
Yeah.
It's just
Like,
right
here
to
you
the
go.
point.
This
Yeah.
is what we were trying to get to.
Right.
like I don't want to spoil anything. Like I have my theories on what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Well, theories aren't spoilers.
Like it's almost think of the pods in the Matrix. When like Neo was first found in the original Matrix and they pulled him out of the pod and you see that field of pods. Like there's instances in this game or an instance in this game where like this character dies. I get. Oh yeah, see there it is.
Well, how'd you die?
The steam. The steam killed me.
You got sprayed in the face to death.
Yeah.
You got so much spray
Yeah,
in your
just
face that it just
all up in my face. It was nasty. But like there's an
Yeah.
instance where I think this character dies and then I wake up.
It's got an umbilical cord.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, the H.R. Geiger stuff is very much kind of phallic and I mean even the alien design with the mouth coming out of the mouth and kind of like penetrating.
Oh
to
yeah,
death.
see watch, I'm gonna shove it in
and
there.
the tail.
Yoink.
Yep. There it is. No
Fucking
doubt about it.
I
Fucking
just
everything.
spit on it and shove it in there.
No doubt about it. Wow. Well, okay, so initial impressions, you're intrigued. It's definitely
it's caught my attention and I
Okay.
can't seem to get away from it.
all right.
Like
You gonna go back to it?
oh yeah, I want to finish this.
All right.
Like my goal right now is because I have this really bad habit of like starting games on stream and then I get bored and I think everybody else is getting bored, so I just stop playing it. I want to finish Resident Evil 4 and I want to finish SCORN.
There you go.
I don't care how long it takes me, but before I move on to a new game, I want to finish these two.
Excellent.
So-
So we'll get the follow up.
Yeah.
Little chodes pop up. Look at.
We'll get the follow up.
Dude, it's so bad. Like skip up a whole bunch. Yeah, and see, like I just got reborn.
What if it cuts to you just watching porn on stream? Just like
Don't
dude,
go to the last 3
the
minutes.
game got really crazy, man. What is this?
Don't go to the
Why
last
does
3
it
minutes.
sound like somebody smacking a ham?
But that was the joke at one point because it looks like your character's naked the whole time, and someone in my chat was like, their stuff is just swinging in the wind, right?
Oh my gosh. Whoa, this is kind of cool. Are you
Yeah.
outside?
Yeah, I got reborn
Whoa.
out of a pod.
Ooh. Whoa.
That's why I say I don't fully understand what's going on, but I think like
This is kind of cool.
the first character died and like its consciousness got
Oh, placed
sent
into
to this thing that was born out of this pod.
kind of like cyberpunk engram type of stuff.
A little bit, yeah. And like I pulled
Whoa.
this umbilical cord out of my stomach. It's just
It's just a little crazy.
yeah, like I don't know.
This landscape's cool though. I like.
Yeah, everything else that I've
Everything's
seen has
huge.
just been inside, and so
Yeah.
I was wondering if it was just
Like
all
that
of
giant
that,
building is
but
really
this is-
cool.
Like there hasn't been anything to tell me anything about the world.
hey, you're just kind of in there.
I'm just experiencing it.
I kinda
and
like
trying
that.
to piece it together on my own. And yes, that's what's so intriguing about
Yeah.
this. I had to stop myself, or I would have kept going.
Yeah, you don't have just like, hey, you need to go do this to upgrade this and this. Now, wait a second, we just got this, and here's a little waypoint that you need to go check out first.
No, there's nothing. You are 100% on your own to figure this out.
Nice. Cool, SCORN. So we'll follow up with you next week on that. We'll follow up. Nice. Well, I finished Cyberpunk.
Dude, I'm so happy.
I finished. Well, I got an ending. I'm not
Yeah.
finished with the game.
Yeah.
Here's my plan. So, because I wanted to play horror games this week, I still had a bunch of side quests to do, and there's still a lot of that game that I would like to see because, again, last week we were going on and on about how the main missions are fantastic, but the side quests add so much to, your immersion and the character development and the relationships between the characters, and they're just different fun missions for the most part. there are a couple missions that aren't at that same
Yeah.
level, but not all of them can, be absolutely mind-blowing. But I did finish the game, and I will say that I got, like, the happy... Everybody's
you got
kind of
the
like,
Pan Am,
yeah, I got the
Pan Am romance
romantic,
ending.
romantic, happy, solid. Everybody's, they live happily ever after.
So I'm curious. So you have that choice in the game when you're sitting there and you're talking to Johnny and you're about to go actually do that final part of the mission where you go storm everything.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think if you were in that position, like real life IRL, you're sitting there, you're talking to Daddy Keanu, would you have chosen the same way, or would you have chosen one of the different choices?
Oh, I would have.
Because I hard saved and I played all 3 endings that I had available to me.
I think that I would have chosen that specifically, and my reasoning is Pan Am, who is your romantic partner in this scenario.
I mean, you guys banged in a tank, so
Things get pretty serious.
yeah.
She was like a nomad, and we'd played all of her. There had been some very good character development there.
You
and
started as a nomad.
Exactly.
Was there a lot of like correlation between the two?
Yeah, they talked about it.
Nice.
That was pretty good. Every chance that I had to do nomad like conversation, I would do nomad conversation stuff. So
All right.
that like added to the connection, which I thought was really cool. And then my reasoning was, we called her up and she's like, I'll be there for you. If you need help, I'm there to help you. And I thought to myself, listen, that's what you want somebody to say, like, and if
100%.
she was calling up our character V, I guess I was more thinking from like V's point of view. V would like be there to help her in an instant, right? So it just kind of made sense, even though part of me was playing through this idea that, well, maybe he would want to protect her and not like bring her into this potentially very dangerous situation. And I kept thinking, dude, by choosing this, she's dead. But I was like, ultimately, you call upon your friends, you call upon your family, you call upon your loved ones in your time of need, right?
That's all that matters.
Because that's what you would do for them. I would never want somebody to feel like, oh, I don't want to be a burden or anything. No, call on me, and I'll help you, right? So that's the route that I went, and it ended up being like good for everybody except for Saul. Saul, things didn't work out too great for Saul.
No.
He ran into Adam Smasher, and Adam Smasher lived up to his name, we'll say.
So I didn't get to see your fight.
He smashed
with
his
him.
head like it was a cantaloupe on the ground.
Well, you saw what he did to Rebecca.
Oh my God.
It's kind of his thing, is smashing.
Although it was pretty cool, like that boss fight was pretty sweet. And I loved my build at the end. I think we got into that already, so I don't need to cover that. But what I am going to do is, because there's still so many good side quests that I want to explore, what I'm going to do, you guys, is before the DLC comes out next year, they're going to continue to improve the game and fix bugs, because it's not like the game was bug-free.
Right.
But also the bugs are, for the most part, funny. So I was okay playing the game in the current state. But what I'll do is I will go back to the game a week or 2 weeks before the DLC comes out next year. Do we have a release date on the DLC, PizzaDude? Anybody in the chat? Maybe check that out real quick. But they're going to keep optimizing the game. Then I can jump back in. I'm going to mod the game up, because apparently there's all these great mods.
Dude,
DeLorean mod, flying vehicles
you
mod.
gotta try the Cyber Psycho mod.
Yes,
I did
yes.
get a little bit of a taste of that one. I cracked and I put
Tried
that
it
on mine.
Yeah, so I'll do like, I'll get more depth from the side missions, and I'll play the game and do a different ending, and then I'll check out all the mods, and then that'll carry right into the new DLC. And I'll get, I'm like giving myself a little gift in the future for playing the game.
It is a gift.
Like I did originally when I didn't play the game, even though I wanted to so bad. I said I'll hold off, have faith that they continue to work on the game, and then man, I felt like it really just all came together.
Yeah.
1.6 is pretty damn great in terms of updates and quality of life stuff. I was able to upgrade my computer massively so that the game is looking insane. And, yeah, I just absolutely loved that playthrough and really, really loved that game. It'd probably be my game of the year this year if Elden Ring wasn't a thing, but Elden Ring is definitely a thing. And so it's still Elden Ring as my number one playthrough this year, but Cyberpunk is a close second.
We got God of War in a couple
God of
weeks.
War comes out, in 14 days?
Hey, I haven't even played that game, and that's my game of the year.
You're already calling it.
Early reviews are saying it's good.
Oh, yeah.
Good? Obviously, they're not fans.
Yeah, it's going to be insane.
Because you're going to hear me. You are going to hear me from 45 minutes away, PizzaDude. You're going to know when I first turn that game on, all right? Because all you're going to hear is the biggest O that has ever been heard on this planet.
God of War.
God of War, baby.
By the way, the Cyberpunk DLC it just says sometime in 2023.
Okay.
Also, I didn't know this. I don't know if anybody else knows this. It's only coming to current gen consoles. It will not be on PS4 and Xbox.
Oh, interesting. I mean, listen, they already kind of made the mistake.
Yeah.
Kind of makes sense, right? Seems like the game wasn't really made for the last gen.
Yeah,
they just couldn't really do it. So, that's good because then they're focusing all their time and energy and resources into that. So, I mean, you were saying that your girlfriend saw a bunch of PlayStation 5s.
Yeah, my girlfriend's friend.
Okay.
She was at Best Buy or something, and she said there was a bunch of digital versions of the PS5 on the shelves.
Unheard of.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Cap.
Maybe it's
Picture
finally
didn't
happening.
Maybe.
But now that holiday season's going to be coming around soon, they'll probably all start getting snatched up again.
Black Friday, oh yeah.
Yeah. GPUs, though. GPUs, like, the price is kind of right for GPUs.
We'll see.
So, yeah, I think that, I mean, the price has gone down from insane to
not so
what
insane.
what it originally should have been,
Right.
at least for the 30 series.
At the beginning.
And then, you know, if you guys even keep your eyes peeled for like some deals on eBay with people upgrading, you could probably snag, you know, a 2070, a 2080 for a decent price. But yeah, I also played The Quarry.
Yep.
I also played The Quarry last night. We did full immersion, lights out.
Ooh.
I think you
Neon
got to go
shirt.
full immersion. You got to go full immersion for these spooky, scary games.
Yeah.
I just like how neon your shirt is in the dark. It's crazy.
That was just a coincidence. I just
I know.
happened to be wearing my
You didn't have
super
your black
bright.
light? You didn't have the black light thing going on there?
No, that's just the light off my monitors.
Yeah, absolutely nothing.
I
went
actually bring
wrong.
the brightness up on my camera a little bit later, I think.
Yeah, you did.
Because it was a little bit tough to see, but
And you move around a little bit.
yeah, they okay, so if you don't know, this is from the same developers who did Until Dawn,
Yep.
Mind of Medan,
Man of Medan.
Man of Medan. What's the one that you really like? House of Ash.
House of Ashes.
I've only played Until Dawn. Loved Until Dawn. It's a choose your own adventure, scary horror.
What is
I like
this?
these
game?
little safety tips. Yeah.
Yep, these are the safety tips. They're
I haven't seen that.
very
in any
tongue in
other
cheek,
game.
kind of Fallout-esque. You know how Fallout does their
Yeah.
little,
Yeah.
there's like 5 or 6 of these that teach you. So it's teaching me how to do the QuickTime events. Nice, fun little
Oh, now your
tutorials.
shoe's on fire.
Yeah, so yeah, I really like that. This game has it does a great job of fun, corny, dialogue, but also spooky and scary, and things are starting to get intense. It is a bit of a slow burn. it does the
They all.
it does a
are
really nice scary intro,
Yeah.
and then it cuts forward a couple months, and you get introduced to the rest of the main characters, and then from there, you're basically a bunch of camp counselors who get stuck after the last night of camp. All the kids have gone home, but you're all like 19, 20-year-old camp counselors that get stuck for one last night. They start smoking beers and truth or dare, skinny dipping, and then
the guy comes out of the
things
lake
start
in a
getting
hockey
crazy.
mask.
Things start getting crazy. I had one character die.
So
Is that Emma? Did things end badly for Emma?
Yes. How did you know? Emma really had a. Oh man!
Someone in the chat said it.
Oh, okay. You saw it from the chat. Things. Yeah, there it is. Dives. Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, I'm playing kind of risky. I'm not going for the, hey, let's try and
save
everybody. I'm kind of like, this seems kind of like a risky answer. Like,
yeah.
what would happen if I do this, or what would happen if I do this?
I always go off my gut, man. First playthrough on these kind of games. Just go with what your instincts tell you. Sometimes it goes horribly wrong.
It's kind of fun to see what happens.
Sometimes it goes so right.
I'll like miss some quick time events, like oops,
Oh,
oops,
I forgot to press O.
Whoops, yeah. So it's fun. I will say that there's this fucking horrible motion blur that you can't turn off.
Ooh.
Very distracting. Not as much at night, but during the day, you can't turn it off, and it's really bothering me a lot. Besides that, I will say it does have pretty nice visuals, and it's got a good soundtrack.
They're all great looking games.
They
all
look
have
great.
Really good music.
Some of the facial animations are a
They're
bit off.
goofy, yeah.
Depends on the character.
Sure.
Sometimes I'm like, oh, it's looking
They
good.
do, yeah.
There's some technical issues in terms of like when it starts up a new scene, it seems to stutter.
I was watching you some last night, especially when the voices got off from the.
There were a couple moments where it kind of desynced a little bit,
and then
so
all of a sudden it was desynced, which I've never seen that on just a game.
Kind of strange because,
I
got
thought
a
it
pretty
was
good
me.
PC.
I don't think it's you.
Got a pretty nice PC, so I don't know. Maybe I'll mess around with it a little. It's not really I don't know. It's not ruining the experience. If anything, I just wish I could turn the motion blur off because motion blur is painful.
Chase says Little Hope, one of the second game, I think, is on Humble Bundle today.
There's like, how many are there? They're crazy. There's like
4 or 5.
There's like 4 or 5, and then there's another one that comes out next month.
The Devil and Me or something
yeah.
like that. Yeah. House of Ashes is by far my favorite one though.
It's a lot of fun. I mean, I used to really enjoy reading the Goosebumps Choose Your Own Adventure.
Yeah.
And it just feels like that.
Yeah.
You know what I've never done, and I'm curious if you guys have done it or if anybody tuning in has done this before. Has anybody done the Black Mirror episode where you can kind of choose your own?
I haven't done that.
No,
yet.
I haven't done that.
Okay. All right. I heard it was kind of
cool.
cool. That was a few years ago now.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I like that because I enjoy the book version of that. I enjoy the video game version of that, and so I would assume that, especially because Black Mirror is so freaking fricked.
Crazy.
Kind of cool, kind of mid. Okay, there you go. It's still kind of interesting and intriguing that's making its way to that medium as well. But yeah, I will continue to play the Quarry tomorrow. And again, here's like the little introduction to interrupts, which, again, it feels like your decisions are making actually a pretty significant difference.
They do.
You know? And then there's some famous voice actors and actors.
Yeah, David
I didn't
Arquette.
recognize a lot of them, but David Arquette.
The kid that listens to the podcast, I recognize him.
Okay.
I don't remember his name.
Yeah,
though.
a bunch of people in the chat were saying like, "Oh, that's that person from that show, and
Yeah.
that's that person from that show." I knew Dave Arquette from
Eight-legged freaks.
Scream and Eight-Legged Freaks, and the movie
That's
about the
what it is.
wrestlers.
The guy that listens to the podcast, he's from Detective Pikachu.
Dude, you have to know it. You love wrestling. Somebody mentioned it last night. Guys, help me out. The movie,
I can't remember.
and then the wrestler's called the King, and they try and like, he's a mess, and they try and bring him back. He's like an alcoholic. Ready to Rumble. Ready to Rumble.
seen
You've
that.
never seen that? Dude, Mike's a huge wrestling fan, and he hasn't seen Ready to
I
Rumble.
haven't
Guys,
seen
tell him. I don't know.
I have to find that.
We used to watch it. We used to rent that from Blockbuster. It'd be like a good go-to. Like, rented it a few times from Blockbuster. Good sleepovers. Playing video games, playing our wrestling video games, and then watching Ready to Rumble. I don't know how it's aged, but at age 13, it was pretty damn good.
I'll have to check it out.
You got to check it out.
I gotta find that.
I feel like it's kind of a deeper cut, but I'm glad at least a few people know it. 90. What year did it come out?
2000.
2000, right on the. Okay. 2000. Ready to Rumble. David Arquette, and who else? Who's the other actor?
Oliver Platt. He plays Jimmy King.
That's the wrestler guy. And then the other guy is
Scott Can. He plays Sean
Scott
Dawkins.
Can. Yeah, he's in like the Ocean's movies.
Sting
Ocean's
plays Sting.
Dude, it's got Diamond Dallas Page.
Oh,
It's
yeah?
got Sting.
Goldberg.
Goldberg's in it. It's great. If you like wrestling, or even if you just don't like wrestling, it's just kind of a shticky buddy movie, buddy movie.
Yeah.
Buddy comedy movie. So, okay, so I played those games. We've got the Xbox here. PizzaDude got his Xbox back.
Yeah, if you guys remember one of the podcasts, my Xbox died after 2 weeks of having it.
His Xbox Series X.
So I finally got that back, and it looks like they just gave me a brand new one.
They just sent you a new one?
Yeah, they just gave me a brand new one. Also, I've been playing Final Fantasy 14 with my sister, and I was playing Jedi Fallen Order because I haven't beat it, but I was streaming it from my PS5. So come by and check out the stream sometime.
Check it out. Twitch.tv/
PizzaDude Man.
PizzaDude Man. Streaming from the PlayStation 5. We got to get you on PC.
My plan is to buy a PC in the next couple months.
Yeah, you're going to get a pre-built, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice. Love it. The PizzaDude Man. Cool. Well, let's go ahead and take it into gaming news.
Yep.
Gaming news, PizzaDude. What do we got?
First up, we got the Silent Hill 2 remake. It's coming to PS5, PC, and a new movie was announced.
Silent Hill.
Is Sean Bean gonna be in it? Because if he's not, I'm not watching it.
I'm not watching it. I don't know. I do enjoy the other movies. I did enjoy both.
The
of
other
those.
movies were pretty solid, dude.
Yeah.
Those nurses.
Yeah, they were.
Dude,
creepy.
I still have bad dreams about them nurses.
Wait, so... Okay. You guys have played the games?
I've only played one. I've played Silent Hill Homecoming, which is apparently the worst in the series. I've never played any of the other ones, and I would love to.
I've watched playthroughs of like all of them.
Okay. They're a PlayStation exclusive, right? PlayStation or maybe on GameCube? PS1. Okay. We last year in here in the RetroLab played a little Silent Hill 1, and it was actually pretty cool. I was really enjoying it.
Yeah, they're cool games.
Very eerie, obviously.
Yeah.
I like the visuals, and
The music's pretty good too.
the music was great. We didn't finish it because the capture card, we were still figuring out the technology in here, and
Yeah.
the capture card wasn't working because the resolution between the pause menu and the game was different, and it was fricking it up. But now we've got a better capture card, and then there's a setting on the PlayStation Digital to force 480p. Whatever. But I feel like this is kind of a classic series, and especially looking at the footage from this new game and from this remake.
Well, they did a couple
Maybe
of
now
games.
it's time. I mean, that's the play. This is why I created this space so that I could go back and kind of play the originals, or just play any game from these
that
old
would be cool.
consoles. So it's like, depending on when those games come out, maybe a lead-up playthrough, like right before those games drop. Silent Hill 1 and Silent Hill 2. I feel like those were the two heavy hitters. I feel like I've heard that 2 is the most well-known, best, well-received.
Yeah, it's usually the box art of it is the first thing that comes to mind whenever I hear Silent Hill.
Yeah. Well, Konami, I mean, they're coming out flying with this. I don't know. What else has Konami really been releasing in terms of their like main game series?
Nothing
I
really.
don't know.
I mean,
don't know.
they can't do much with Metal Gear anymore. So
Right.
I mean, they tried, but it friggin' tanked.
Yeah. So this is a pretty big play from them. And I don't know. I guess I would say I was curious why they would choose to not remake the first one. I almost feel like
That is
Yeah, it
a
was
good
a
question.
weird-
remake the first one,
Go from there.
do a good job with that, then the hype is going to be amplified for the remake of the second one.
Because the first one, or the second one, is him going back to Silent Hill from the first one, isn't it?
I don't know.
That's what I thought it was.
I don't know. So, because imagine now, in 5 years or 6 years, they decide to remake the first one, and it's like, well,
This one looks better than the
it's
second
kind of like
one.
you're going out of order. I mean, I
Yeah.
guess it could still be interesting. It might still be fine, but I don't know.
I don't know, weird decision, but probably because it's their most popular one.
Yeah. Maybe they don't even want to risk the first remake not doing well. They're like, listen, we just know we're going to cash in on the popularity of the second one, so we'll go
Yeah.
with that. Yeah.
Probably.
Cool.
No release date for that yet.
No release date.
Nope.
And then the other one's called Silent Hill F.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wasn't there two
F.
games in a movie?
Silent Hill.
The movie's called Return to Silent Hill.
I kind of like that as a name.
Yep.
I do like that. The F.
And no release date on that either.
Okay. I mean, pretty heavy double or triple announcement, I guess. But from the gaming point of view, like, pretty big remake announcement and then to have a new game as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious, do you drop the remake first and then drop the new game 6 months later? Maybe you drop the remake next year and then the other game the year after? Do you drop them? I mean, you got to space it out a little bit.
I would
but
space it.
Yeah,
for
space
sure.
it out,
Otherwise,
right?
it feels too much.
Yeah. Oh, no, actually, same day release.
We're releasing 5 games all today.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Mobile game. We need our
it's
mobile
also,
game.
They're gonna announce it the day before God of War that it's releasing.
Oh,
so it's
yeah.
gonna go great.
Dude, what game is coming out the day before God of
It's
War? There
not
is.
anymore.
Nah, yeah,
No,
Skull
no,
and
no.
Bones got moved.
Skull and
No,
Bones.
there is something that is still coming out the day
Is there?
before. Yeah, pull up the Discord and look at the game's calendar, Pizza Dude.
All right.
There's a game that comes out November 8th,
Let's see, games
and
calendar.
they're crazy. Unless it got moved.
Sonic Frontiers.
Yo, yes!
Oh my! It already
Unless-
looks terrible.
Unless it got delayed, Sonic Frontiers, which already looks like it's going to be just an absolute mess. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe the game will...
Sonic's about to go fast into getting shredded by
I
the
don't
blades
know.
of chaos.
It just...
That's
There's
all I
nothing
know.
that I've seen from that has me interested in that game. Oh, man. I'm more of the 2D class. I liked the 2D classic games. I didn't play a lot
Sonic
of the
Adventure
3D.
2 Battle. Always
So,
be number one.
Dude.
Jeez.
Well, yeah, I think I'm going to play Sonic Frontiers over God of War. Somebody's saying that. Think about that right now.
Yeah, and someone also
Huh.
thinks
Or what if
that-
literally no one buys it? No one.
No one's going to.
it'll be like E.T. They're just going to throw all the copies in a
Yeah,
friggin'
right.
landfill.
Yeah.
They'll find them in 30 years. And, oh, man, look at all these games.
It'll be a novelty thing. Yeah, that's insane. Oh man.
I'm already excited seeing this headline.
Yeah, that's crazy. Pizza Dip. What do we got next,
up,
Pizza Dude?
We have the Halo Infinite online co-op and Forge open beta coming in November.
Well. I actually forgot that they were still going to release
Forge.
co-op.
Dude,
co-op.
I forgot Halo Infinite was a thing.
It just was gone.
It looks like they're also releasing a free 30-tier battle pass with it.
What?
With mission replay.
I don't even know.
Really?
What does that even mean?
Dude, this whole thing is just they're just not having the courtesy when they're peeing on us to call it rain. That's all this is at this point.
It's like rain, except
This
for
update
it
comes out
is
November 8th.
pee. What?
This update comes out November 8th.
Yeah, November. Dude, what?
Everybody's just got a
November
death wish.
8th. I'm going to be playing Sonic Frontier and Halo co-op at the same time. Not God of War. Dude, wow. Yeah, so they scrapped the local multiplayer. We know that. That's disappointing. And then, a year after the game came out, finally
Some form of co-op.
Finally, they're getting some form of co-op. And then
Forge.
Forge. I'm still intrigued by Forge, I will say.
And then they're like, yeah, November 8th. We're going to do that.
I will say I'll probably dip back in and get some custom games
After
going
God of
because
War.
we had so much fun playing the Master Chief Collection. We got these multiplayer game nights going. And, yeah, I still, had fun getting our multiplayer community game nights going as long as the menus would be working. And I can't imagine that they've fixed that yet. I'm sure that still doesn't work. But it's a little bit too late, I think. I think it's a little bit too late for Halo Infinite, and
Dude, it's way too late.
I'm very curious what this means for Halo as a series and a franchise.
Yeah, no.
I almost feel like maybe 343 just needs to move on.
Yeah.
And it's got to
Maybe
be
it's time to
somebody
stop.
else.
Just let Master Chief go.
Give it back to Bungie.
It's time.
Yeah.
You know?
No,
you've tripped
no.
over way too many times.
Just somebody else will do it. Just give it to somebody else.
Just give it back to Bungie.
Oh man, that'd
No,
be
you
crazy.
should give it to. No, you should give it to
Huh.
Santa Monica Studios. They make amazing games.
That'd be crazy.
Like God of War 2018 and
Yeah.
God of War Ragnarok.
Yeah, those games are
and
good.
God of War period.
Those are all good games. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are for sure good games. Well, Halo Infinite,
yeah.
we'll check it out.
Oy
Sometime.
vey.
Dude, I can't wait to get the 30-tier battle pass. What else we got, Pizza Dude?
We got right into the next one. Gotham Knights launch issue.
Dude,
Whoa.
I heard from a lot of people, a lot of my friends who have played this game are just
Hold on, just react to how
Angry.
you've heard. Just using official, yeah. Would you
Just facial.
just a? Oh, there it is.
just like the game's launch, they're just dead. Dead.
Mhm.
And here's my thing, and I don't know if it's we're just being too hard on them or what the deal is.
Yeah.
Because I'm watching a little bit of gameplay, and I've watched some of my friends play it. Number one, first thing that comes to mind is it doesn't feel like you're one of the Bat family, especially coming off of the Arkham series. Like Arkham Knight, it is the pinnacle. Rocksteady just had that dialed in 100%. And I I'm watching these fights, and like Arkham Knight, you'd be like, bam, wha bam, wha bam, wha bam, wha bam,
Pow, slam.
Zing!
The old Batman
Whap!
noises. Yeah.
But then you're watching Gotham Knight, and like Red Hood is like, pew pew. Oh, pew pew.
Wait, so his fighting with the guns is not looking that cool?
But even
'Cause
with
I almost feel like
all
you would
of
think
them,
that it could be cool.
it could be, but
It's
even
not.
with Batgirl and Nightwing and Robin, all four of them, just the combat feels slow and bulky and just like
Damn.
the
Yeah.
traversal doesn't even look fun.
No, the motorcycle stuff looks boring.
I feel like
slow.
a GTA
clunky.
Sprint is faster than that.
Yeah, the driving in Arkham Knight was not everybody's cup of tea.
Dude,
I remember
loved
some
it.
people didn't like those missions as much, but I felt like it was a very appropriate way for them to escalate things and evolve and give you an alternate way to traverse the city. And it also was so fucking cool, man.
Oh, hell yeah.
The look of the city visually, that game still holds up so well.
Oh, it will
I mean,
for years.
oh my god, it's so atmospheric and grappling and gliding through the city and or jumping out of the car and gliding down into enemies and then start using your abilities and your gadgets. It just was so fucking cool and you just felt so badass. And also the performance was pretty damn great on what ultimately is much older hardware and a much older engine in Unreal Engine 3. So I'm hearing that this game's not even getting locked 30 frames per second.
Nope. And
that's
that was a big
it's-
thing
it's-
even before release.
Yeah.
Like everybody was giving the devs issues and the devs were like, well, we have to do it this way if you want it at, when you guys are doing the co-op gameplay to have seamless and zero lag co-op or whatever. Like it had to be 30 frames.
I don't even know if it's tied to just the co-op. I think PizzaDude was saying that they've got like ray tracing on at all times, and I think they've got it optimized for like the maximum visuals, but they don't, for whatever reason, have a performance mode.
Yeah,
Maybe disable.
and quality mode.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it doesn't even look good with the ray tracing and this, that, and the other thing. Like,
turn it off and on, and it didn't really make a difference.
Like
Oh,
the
man.
Gotham doesn't look like what I pictured Gotham to be. And again, it goes right back into this vicious circle. And I don't know if maybe that's the reason why it didn't do good, is because it is in no way, shape, or form comparable to the Arkham games, especially Arkham Knight.
Yeah.
They set a precedence. Rocksteady set the bar. And the bar, you got to go kicking and screaming to reach this. And then I'm watching the gameplay for Gotham Knight, and I'm looking at the environments, and I'm watching the combat and the driving and the world traversal and all this stuff. And it doesn't even look like they tried. Like they didn't even get up to the plate. They're just sitting there on deck the whole time, just phoned it in. And I
Damn.
know it's Warner Brothers because we've seen them do it before with the Arkham Origins. They took a perfect foundation and took a sledgehammer to it.
Yeah.
And it just didn't work.
Yeah, Origins, I remember when I was beginning my full series playthrough. Maybe it was like 2017 or 2018 or something. People kept saying, oh, Origins is so bad. And so I had this idea that it was just going to be a horrible dumpster fire. And then I got to it, and I didn't think it was... I thought it told an interesting story. I thought it did some things differently. It wasn't as, good, and it didn't develop as much
I
from...
never even finished it. I just didn't like it.
Yeah. A lot of people didn't like it. I think a lot of people expected them to continue to take things to another level like they did from Asylum to City, and it didn't really evolve things in any meaningful way from a gameplay or City point of view, really. Now, what Rocksteady did with Arkham Knight is, again, took things to like a whole nother level.
It's just...
And so...
They did what I hoped all developers would do with sequels, especially big franchises like Assassin's Creed and stuff like that. They found something that worked.
Mm-hmm.
They found something everybody loved, and they didn't touch it. All they did was add your Bat-Tank, Batmobile driving vehicle combat. The world traversal. All right, the gliding was great in Arkham City. but now you're going to have all of Gotham. So how are we going to make that better? Okay, just all right. Grapple boost.
Yeah,
There you go.
The visuals, the rain.
Oh my God, the visuals.
I saw like just some comparison videos on YouTube of them showing Arkham Knight and then showing Gotham Knights, and it's I don't know. I haven't watched
looked too cartoony.
I haven't watched very much live gameplay footage, so I've just seen a couple YouTube comparison videos, so I don't have the most of my own experience of seeing this game playing live. It doesn't look I don't think it's fair to say that it's like, oh, it's horrible. It just isn't as good as Arkham Knight, and why would you take a step back? You can't take a step back.
Someone in the chat just got hit the nail on the head. It looks flat.
Looks flat. There you go.
Yeah. For some reason, I'm understanding that. It just doesn't feel like Gotham to me. It doesn't feel like what the Bat family should be. It doesn't live up to the precedence of what Batman was in my mind.
Sure.
So
I mean, you got to think that it's also a kind of a tough situation for these devs because Rocksteady set the bar so high, and because they're having to explore these other characters. It's not Batman anymore, and people love Batman. He's like the guy. So they're almost already creating a game that's like the side game, and Rocksteady gets to go on and work on Suicide Squad, which is probably going to be...
Dude, I completely forgot about
It's probably going to be incredible.
Oh, I hope.
Because we know Rocksteady brings that quality. And then the question is if they have got enough time to get things looking and sounding and feeling.
Again,
enough time is a big part of it, too. Like, how much time do devs have to work on said game?
Back?
I think it got delayed,
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
But, see, again, Rocksteady, they have the foundation. Now all you got to do
they're going a different direction, though.
Pull Batman out, put Harley Quinn in. Boom. And you've already done it with Harley Quinn because she was a DLC character in Arkham Knight.
Yeah. Well, that goes to show that they can go outside of Batman and really kind of already explore generating gameplay based around characters besides Batman in intriguing ways. And so, yeah, it'll be very interesting to see how that plays because instead of just building upon what they did with Batman, this gives them an opportunity to take the framework of what was good about Batman, but also build it into something new, And it seemed like with Gotham Knights, they were trying to build upon the Arkham series, and it wasn't a step forward in any meaningful way.
No,
that's why
that was several steps back, in my opinion, just from what I've seen.
I mean, I like the idea of them trying to make this like interesting co-op experience.
Yeah,
but have it look better, have it locked at 60 frames per second, and that's two major... Obviously, like, I haven't seen how interesting the characters are, but I think that you're well on your way to having a meaningful, fun experience because if you're playing with your friends, if the combat's fucking sick and you can synergize together and you can cruise around in vehicles together or separately or fly around the world together or separately. Like, I don't know. On paper, that sounds actually awesome.
Yeah.
But the game doesn't look as good. The performance is bad. You're saying the combat isn't that intriguing or interesting or clunky. I saw a boss fight that looked insanely boring. So, it sounds like it was just a miss. I won't be playing it.
Better luck next time.
Unfortunate. But... hey, I saw one person say that they were kind of enjoying the story, so maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe.
I'll wait till it's free on PlayStation Plus.
Or Game Pass.
Yeah, Gotham Knights. More like
Gotham.
There we go.
Yeah, Gotham farts.
Take it to the next one. What do we got next? PizzaDude.
That's all we have, actually.
That's all we got for our gaming news. There it is. Well,
boy, howdy.
What a great ep.
Yep.
Guys, that's it. Episode 20. We made it 20 episodes.
In the
All
books.
right.
Into
Woo!
the books.
We did it. We did it. 20 episodes. We did it. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. I think I read a statistic that 97% of podcasts don't make it past 4 episodes.
That's crazy.
Look at us.
And then there's also a 100% statistic that I just made that up right now.
That's crazy.
But I think that 20 episodes is pretty damn good. We're really doing it.
We're rocking it.
It's pretty nice. Well, everybody, thank you for enjoying it over on the YouTube. If you're hanging on Twitch, we got Woody gifting 5 subs, by the way. Thank you, Woody. We'll get to those thank yous in a moment for the subs and resubs. You sons of bitches supporting the RetroLab. We're going to be playing a bunch of retro games live right here in the RetroLab. Horror games, because it's Halloween, the Halloween special.
Yeah.
The RetroLab Halloween special. We've got our orange lights in the background.
Haunted in Time.
Look at this. Whoa. Whoa,
Readers
dude.
beware. You're in for
So yeah,
a
we're gonna be taking a quick break. If you're tuned in live on Twitch and on YouTube, thanks for hanging out and enjoying it. Keep on enjoying life, and everybody, be sure to check out MadDawgMike on Twitch, and check out the PizzaDude on Twitch,
Yeah.
PizzaDude, man.
Yeah,
and come check me out on Twitch, Futureman, and we'll
There you
see you in the future. The link's going in the chats.
Boom.
Check out MadDawgMike. Check out me. Hey, what's up? And then check out the PizzaDude. PizzaDude, pizza time. He's not really showing up because the lights. We aren't really set up for this, but there he is. He's a pizza dude. You kind of look like. Wait, turn your face right towards the camera to be like half covered, dude. Remember
Face
when Luke was like.
Oh, when he killed Vader.
Yeah, when Darth Vader's talking to him and half of his
Yeah.
face, and he's kind of having the inner conflict.
Yeah.
Whoa. Pretty crazy.
Dark Side Pizza Dude.
Yeah.
He works for Domino's.
Anyways, longest outro ever. Thank you, everybody.
Peace of love.
Episode 20, RetroLab Podcast. We'll see you next week on YouTube. But we're going to keep streaming on Twitch. Be right back.